think it's a slightly double-faced problem because in some ways the geopolitical tensions have reminded people that renewable energy is secure energy, particularly, if it's based within your borders, and fossil energy, which needs exploitation and transportation and security of supply, is increasingly disrupted by geopolitical problems. The difficulty is that those same problems, those same conflicts, are distracting governments, and so that they are not putting the kind of investment and the kind of political energy into the transition quite as fast as they should. So it has a double effect, and in some ways they don't exactly cancel each other out, but they are in conflict.
One country that is doing a lot is, of course, China. We know it's increasing renewable capacity quicker than any other country. How important is its role in the global green energy transition?
Well, again, it's huge because, not least because China is still the world's biggest emitter and has been the world's biggest emitter since 2005. But at the same time, its capacity for production of renewable energy and the technologies and the investment that it's put into it has lowered the price dramatically. So the price of solar panels, for example, have come down about 85%, and that makes it absolutely affordable for countries that are still building their energy systems, but also for countries that have energy systems that need to make the transition. So China has a really big role to play in enabling the transition that we all know we need to make. Domestically, it would be encouraging to see China proceed a little faster than it's doing. And again, going back to the security issue, the problem that China has is that its biggest source of, if you like, homegrown energy is still coal. So that if there are security concerns, China tends to default to coal, and we really need to get past that.
So as we see this evolution in the kinds of energy being used, we're also seeing an evolution in the kind of things that use it, aren't we? I'm talking about AI. We're seeing Google and today Amazon announcing it will use nuclear energy to power AI. Does nuclear have to be part of the conversation?
I think it's fairly well accepted that nuclear has to be part of the conversation. Quite how large a part is still debated, frankly, but also quite how fast nuclear can be deployed. It is quite slow to build and quite slow to come online. So that in terms of the kind of reductions that we need to make before 2030, and remember, we are supposed to cut our emissions in half before 2030, and we're not on track. So nuclear is not going to help there. But it would help in the longer term. And certainly there is increasing interest in small reactors, which would be faster to bring online. So yes, it has a role.